I think the difference between now and let's say 2009, when during the H1N1 epidemic, why we didn't do a lockdown, is because we now have the technology to replace the jobs of about 20 or 30% of workers in the United States with work from home, without any threat to to their job. We didn't we had Skype in 2009, but not sufficiently evolved so that it could actually replace work. In a real sense, the lockdowns arrived because of Zoom.
Yeah.
If we didn't have Zoom, there's no lockdowns, I think.
My team's going to be happy to hear that Zoom is the devil in this, because we did too much of that during lockdowns.
I mean, it's like I don't blame people. It's just we have this new technology. How do we use it? But what ended up happening is that there's something to the Marxist critique. There is a class structure of society. There's absolutely true, and it becomes clear that there is a class structure, and the class structure of society is such that. That this I've been calling it the laptop class because just to distinguish from people who could work from home from who couldn't, right? The vast majority of the world population couldn't, but this class could. But this class had an enormous influence on and representation in the press and in the political sphere, and they really drive policy. You can see that during the pandemic, and they were scared of the virus. And they had the power to protect themselves from the virus through their influence on policy, and they did that.
Yeah. By the way, the two industries that were the primary advocates of lockdowns, the media, they can all work from home. They did work from home. And broadly speaking, the bureaucratic class. And another thing that just infuriated me is I think to a person, the advocates of lockdowns were the last people in line to worry about, am I going to get paid? Will I have a job? And that's particularly true in government. The money was flowing, and they never considered the idea that they would be impacted. So there's kind of a, they're living in their world and perhaps not appreciating the ripple effects for people that were told they couldn't work, and without work they wouldn't have income, and without income they wouldn't have food. And more severe, obviously, in other countries than in ours. I want to go back to and I want to pick on this bureaucratic class for a while because I think there's something there's a dangerous perversion in our institutions resulting from that, the fact that they're fully financed and unfireable.